I cannot adequately begin to express just how upset I am right now, chat. I just can't. I mean, I can if I swear, but from what I've seen, YouTube doesn't like it if you swear very early in videos, so I'll try and refrain from swearing. So, as soon as I popped out of this cave, my microphone stopped recording my voice. Yeah. Everything you're hearing now was put into post. The good news is there's only about another half hour to go, so what I'll do is I'll basically just record a new audio stream here. I'm not going to pretend to react to it, so I'll just say what I was thinking and I'll read out some of the boxes. But I am so annoyed by this. The microphone has an audio pass-through, so I could still hear the game audio. The microphone was working. I don't think I accidentally muted it or anything, it just stopped recording. And yeah, I do apologise for this. I've made mistakes recording before, like having the wrong scene up or accidentally forgetting to unmute myself, but nothing like this has ever happened, and unfortunately it's sort of ruined the end of this playthrough. But there's only another 30 minutes to go, so I will do my best to try and recover it. So upon popping out here, I think my first thought was, let's go back to the castle and show King Edward the shield. We've got one of the 3 items that we need, let's go show it off. I can't tell you why I chose those directions, I might have gotten lost on the map. You have been to the castle once, and you may not return until your quest is complete. Yeah, we're not going back in there, we need to find the chest and the mirror first. We cannot just go in there and show off the shield. We need all 3 items to finish the game. So with that shield, I think what I wanted to do first is test it on the wolf. The wolf is just a couple of screens over to the left. And my thought was, the shield's not going to do anything. Contextually, it makes the wielder invincible, but it's not going to protect us from that wolf. That wolf is going to murder us. And then, yeah, you fortunately have the magic shield, which will protect you. We are now invincible. And I've got to say, I love that. I love the fact that the manual says, yeah, the shield makes you invincible, and it totally makes you invincible. It's good stuff. At this point, I tested out the witch and the sorcerer who were nearby to see if the same thing happened. The magic shield will protect you from this dangerous sorcerer. That's all we needed, just this shield. There is no reason to do that, we cannot drop the shield. I do have a post-game thought regarding that. I'll talk more about that once we have completed our quest. Let's go test out the shield on the dwarf. With the magic shield, no harm will come to you. Okay, the ogre can't attack us. Yep, there we go. Look at that. The shield is gone. So we are invincible. We cannot be taken out, but we can have the shield stolen from us. That is some Dungeons and Dragons logic right there. I believe that's the only way we can lose the shield, because we can't drop it. I did try diving at the previous video, but it wasn't at that location. And that was also a test to see if the shield protected me from drowning. It does not. It just prevents physical harm as long as that physical harm is not stealing. What about the witch? There is a witch in the area, but with the shield, no harm will come to you. Yeah, we're just straight up invincible. And there is one more creature that I wanted to test it out on, but I don't believe I did so immediately. Yeah, okay, so I came here to see if the troll would recognize the power of the shield and let me through. But clearly that is not the case. We grab this dude's key. And I did notice playing the game, not in post, that if you look at the key while it's on the ground, it is described as a skeleton key. But if you look at it in the inventory, it is just described as a normal key. There is something I want to test there, but I'm going to do so in post-game. Alright, the cottage. Do I do it now or later? I did find something. I don't know how advantageous it is, but I found something here. So at this point, I believe we are heading back up into the clouds. Consulting my map, trying to remember where to go. And this was the last enemy that I wanted to test. Just having at least one false start going up these stairs. It's so annoying. Sometimes you can hit it in exactly the right spot, and we go just like that. But if not, yeah. That dwarf appears to be RNG. No idea what causes him to spawn, no idea what causes him to not spawn. Right, does the shield work on the giants? Absolutely. You are fortunate that you have the magic shield, or this giant would cause problems for you. And then for whatever reason, I just sat here and watched this guy for a bit. Kill giants. I can't kill him with the dagger. Trying to chase him down and kill him. And it's not working. But then this happens. What luck! The huge giant fell fast asleep. The giant is sleeping with a chest. I mean, that's our chest. It's gotta be. Even though he's been carrying it for longer than he can remember, he must have a very short memory. The magic chest appears to have been fashioned from ebony and rimmed on the edges with gold. Very carefully, you slip the magic chest from the sleeping giant's arms. I still think the ring is the answer here, but this works just as well. You admire the workmanship of the beautiful chest. You are dazzled by the countless supply of gold coins spilling from the magic chest. You quickly close the chest. That is 1000% the chest that we were searching for. You are already carrying an endless supply of gold coins in the magic chest. Okay, we are invincible, unless the shield is stolen, and we have unlimited money. We are basically a god at this point. That said, we do have to battle these stairs. The shield will not protect us from a fall here. And I think this was the point where I thought, let's go back to the cottage and give some of those coins to the woodcutter and his wife to, help them out a bit. We've got unlimited money. Let's share the wealth. Alright fellas, let's try giving you the chest. Or the coins. And we can't do it. We can give them the egg, the golden egg, but we lose points for that. I tried opening the chest in front of them to show off my wealth. Because, showing off your wealth like that is a wonderful thing to do. And I don't know why I tried this, but I tried giving them the bowl. Trying a few other variations of woodcutter here. What was I thinking here? I can't even imagine. Yeah, I looked at the bowl and thought, let's give that to them. Puzzled, the couple wonders why you have given them a bowl. Yeah, it appears on the table there behind the little text box, and we get points for it. And yep, let's fill the bowl with coins. That doesn't work, so let's just try filling the bowl. The couple is amazed and delighted as the bowl miraculously fills with a bubbling stew. As a token of their gratitude, they offer their last earthly possession, the woodcutter's fiddle. That was their last possession, and it turns out they didn't want money at all, they just wanted food. So as I discovered very late in the game, this bowl is magic. The woodcutters admire the bowl as it sits on their table. Yeah, so trying to figure out what the hell just happened because I was not expecting that. The command here is that we just need to say the word fill, and that is enough to fill the bowl. The bowl fills with the delicious stew, but the woodcutters are unaware of it. I think that's unique because we say the word fill in this house. If I go outside and say it, after uttering that strange word, the bowl starts quivering and immediately fills up with a delicious hot stew. Fill is a strange word, chat. Now you know. You eat every bite of the delicious stew. We've got unlimited money and unlimited food, as long as you like stew. And this is slightly different as well. The woodcutter family is very grateful that you have given them a bowl of stew. Now they will have at least one last meal. Oh, that's grim. As a token of their gratitude, they offer their last earthly possession. We've seen that. That's so grim and unnecessary. It's unlimited. We get nothing new there, and we get to take the fiddle. The polished wood feels like satin. It seems to still vibrate from the last song it played. Naturally, we have musical instruments, we have to play it. You play a lively, toe-tapping tune on the fiddle. No comments. And at this point, I started thinking about where I could play this tune. Maybe I could play it for the troll at the bridge. Maybe I could play it around some other hostile creatures. But I'll just spoil it right now and say that I couldn't figure out what the fiddle did. Other than making a sound effect and that text box in certain places, it didn't seem to work anywhere on the map for me. So I do not know what the fiddle is used for in the context of this game. That is something that I'll need to look up later. Wandering past the troll. That's where I thought, okay, maybe it works on the troll. I did test that in post-game though, and it did not work. Again, thinking about diving in bodies of water, but we can't dive anywhere. Nothing weird about that tree. Still trying to play this fiddle, and there goes our shield again. It's gone. The fiddle does not work on the ogre, confirmed. And upon checking the well again, I had the idea of trying to dive here. I can't get back in the buckets. I do want to try something with the bucket in postgame, and there we go, we can dive into the well. Now, upon seeing this, I immediately loaded because I thought of Space Quest 2, where we dove into the swamp in Labion and you needed to take a breath. So I loaded the game, immediately came back here, and tried to hold my breath. And Sir Graham doesn't know anything of the subject, so all we can do here is dive. So on the bottom there, we've got a bottle of some sort. You are at the bottom of the well. Through the plant, you spy what seems to be a hole in the side of the well. Just on the left there. There is a bottle at the bottom. Nothing special on the ground. It looks like this bottle has been here for a very long time. And speaking of very long time, it took me a very long time to figure out what that is on the right. Take bottle. This is just an old junky bottle. You don't want it. I absolutely want it, game. You let me pick up so much other crap in these games, but you're not letting me pick that up? Really? This thing. It is a can. The rusty old can has been here a while. You have no use for this old can. Let's go through the hole. And we have a dragon. We have a motherfucking dragon. This ferocious, fire-breathing dragon with sharp green scales and a long tail is protecting the magic mirror. Watch out for the flames. I didn't realize this when playing it, but having done the editing, this is the sorcerer's dragon. I assume the sorcerer we saw above is the one who took the magic mirror back in the day, and he gave it to a ferocious beast to guard. And this clearly is that ferocious beast. We need to try to talk to the dragon because, of course, this dragon does not respond to reason. Well, let's give him an egg. No. Your shield melted from the intensity of the dragon's flames. Okay, we're not invincible. You should know about these fire-breathing dragons. Maybe next time you will be a little more careful. Or maybe not. And look at that, we just burned to a crisp. That is grim. And check this out, the message has changed. We are pleased to see that you are doing so well and hope that your score will keep improving. The game is encouraging us. Yeah, I think we're dead. You can stop breathing fire now, really. Alright, so coming back in here, my first thought was the magic ring. You slip the beautiful ring on one of your fingers. So the dragon cannot see us now because we are invisible. You're not close enough to be able to reach it. Yeah. The ring does not work here, which makes me question just what the ring is for. I think I want a refund on that ring. What was I thinking here? A green scaly dragon breathing hot fire and smoke is protecting the mirror. And look at the boulder on the left hand side. We are clearly behind the boulder that we saw earlier. You can get a much better view if you were closer. We can't look at the mirror. Yeah, what are those purple things? Just stalagmites, stalactites? There we go. Throw dagger at dragon. The dagger sings through the air, but falls short of the dragon. You should have been closer. I think I've tried throwing the dagger a couple of times in the playthrough so far. That is the first time we get a response like that. And that there is my answer. I just need to get a little bit closer. Throw that dagger. And down it goes. Nervously, you throw the dagger at the dragon and strike it in the heart. Death for the dragon is instant. We lose 2 points for that. You see the once powerful dragon lying lifeless before you. Why did I load there? I'm not actually sure why I loaded there, whether I flubbed the read perhaps. The mere thought of retrieving the dagger repulses you. Yeah, we're nice. We should be used to this stuff, honestly. You see the once powerful dragon? Yeah, I've read that already. I must have flubbed the read and tried to load it. The magic mirror is framed with ornate mahogany wood, polished to a high sheen. Not a mirror sheen? Carefully, you pick up the magic mirror. And that's it, our quest is complete. We have all 3 items. Now, how do we get out of here? Boulder is a huge chunk of granite. We saw that on the other side. We saw that on the other side as well. And yeah, we are victorious, but now what? As you are holding the magic mirror, You look into it and see a vision of yourself with a crown on your head. We're going to be king, Sir Graham. In this large cavern, there is a slimy dead dragon, an opening on one side, and a large boulder in the other. In the other? That seems wrong. How do I get out of here? I think I can just walk straight out. But it took me a while to figure that out. Yep, there we go. The dragon's body moved because reasons. And look at that, we can just climb back up onto the rope, we teleport up there, and that's it, we are done. We are done. We have all 3 treasures and we can return to the castle victorious. We're just going to navigate some of these plants and waterways along the way. Let's open the door. The huge doors swing open slowly. King Edward, we have the treasures. Welcome back from your quest, Sir Graham. I've lost your voice. It's been too long since I recorded. And we get nothing. I think we just need to wait here. Yeah, at this point I'm confused. But eventually it responds. You move aside as the king steps from his throne. As you approach the throne, the king himself rises to commend you for a job well done. Oh! Oh! The king proclaims in pain. I'm trying not to laugh because I've seen this already. He takes 2 steps forward and dies. From the seemingly lifeless king, you hear these words. Well done, Sir Graham. You have been a good and faithful servant. Your reward is well deserved. My kingdom is now yours. With those words, King Edward the Benevolent dies. The experiences of your quest will be invaluable to you as you begin your reign as King of Daventry. And that's it, we're done. Thank you for playing King's Quest from Ken and Roberta Williams, Sol Ackerman, Chris Iden, Jess Stevenson, Mark Crow, Bob Ballew, Michael Knight, Susan Lee, Russ Truelove, and Larry Weissenborn. Thank you for making this, I really appreciate it. Can I swear yet? I'm so pissed off! I'm so annoyed that I lost a recording, oh my god. But the way it ends, I mean, the king takes 2 steps forward, stumbles, dies, and that's it. It's just comedic. Look at that score though, 99 of 158. That is not good, and I recorded for about another 40 minutes. Again, there's no audio. Basically just testing things to see if I could figure out where those points were hiding. And I could not find any of them. I looked, I just could not do it. I did have some ideas after I stopped recording and I would like to test those out right now, but I'll test them out. They probably won't work. And then what I'll do is I'll look at a walkthrough and I'll do a very quick full playthrough of this game because I can see it's going to be a very short playthrough. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, recording live again. It's been a while. So first thing I want to check is this key that is dropped by the gnome. It was described as a skeleton key when it's on the ground, and I found one door, which you saw just a moment ago, where I can use that key and open it up. I'm wondering if I can use that somewhere else. Let's give you the walnuts. Talk to this asshole. Yeah, it's a skeleton key. Let me just leave here. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, grab the heavy and cold key, go down here because I don't want to die again. At this point in the game, on this particular save game, I do not have the shield. And what I want to check is, can the witch catch me? And if so, can I get out of her cage? Okay, it's up here. So the witch captures us because we do not have the shield or the protective spell. Alright, so if I go slow, look at cage, open cage. It is fastened with a heavy strong lock. There is no way for you to open it. Unlock lock. Open lock. Use key on lock. Use key. No, it doesn't work. Dang, okay. So this is curious. This is not a game over, or we didn't get the game over message. Never mind, it's showing up now. I was really hoping that we could use the key to get out of this cage. I mean, it mentions that there's a lock there and we've got a skeleton key, but we can't use it. Okay, well that's depressing as hell. The only other thing I wanted to check was this bucket, because looking through all of the commands that I tried, I don't believe I tried taking the buckets. Swim. Take buckets. How are you going to get the buckets? I saw in the editing that I can cut the rope. Just before slitting the rope, you realize that it is not a very wise move at this time. Okay, thinking. Let me load a very early game. And by very early, I mean really early. As early as we can possibly go. I'm already on normal, I want to be on fast. But at the same time, I don't want to fall into this moat. Oh my god. I can't spell and this curse is in the way. Let's get the dagger. So the well is 2 left and then 1 up. There's a wolf there. Need to avoid that. Alright, so can I do anything about this bucket? Really? With the rope cuts, you are able to... Oh! Okay, I was expecting to have the bucket fall down, but no. We can just cut the rope here. Okay. With the rope cuts, you are able to take the buckets. Turn handle. What about climb rope? The rope does not go down the well very far. Dive in well, that's instant death. You need to be in the water to try that. Jump in well, that's death. It's too deep a well, that's going to kill us. Okay. What about get in buckets? Now if I cut the rope? Bucket and the rope are now at the bottom of the well. Look out, rope. Take rope. That's interesting. We're getting no feedback on that. Turn well. Look as well. I can see the handle up there, but I just can't turn it. So we can get the buckets, but we then can't go down the well. Or we probably can, but I'm not sure how. With the rope cast, you are able to take the buckets. We have a water bucket. Can I look at that, please? The bucket is old and withered. Attach buckets. Not today. We can fill the buckets when we're swimming. With difficulty, you fill the buckets while swimming. We officially have water. That was an ordeal. The old bucket is full of water. So look at water. That is the response that we were getting. We did not have the water at the time, but we've got it now. What on earth do I do now to get down this well? Really? It is thick and firmly attached. It could easily carry heavy weights. Attach buckets to rope. Puts buckets on rope. Puts buckets in well. Use buckets. There's going to be some weird command that lets me reattach the bucket to the well. Tie, attach, knot. It is thick and firmly attached. You cut a piece of rope and it falls into the well. Sides of this well are too slippery to climb down. Okay, we need the rope. I don't know how to turn it though. Turn well. Turn rope. Ugh. This is frustrating. I'll give it another minute and then I'm calling it quits. What can I do with the water though? I'm carrying a water bucket and I've got no idea what to do with it. I could maybe extinguish the oven in the witch's house. I really want to know how to get down this well. But nothing's coming to mind. Alright, I got nothing. I figured out how to get the buckets and the water though. It's probably not the correct way of doing it, but it is a way. Alright, that's all I had. At this point, what I'm going to do is look up a walkthrough and play this game from start to finish. I suspect it's not going to be terribly long, possibly only about 20 minutes or so, but I want to try and figure out what I've missed and try and understand the logic behind it. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so upon looking up the walkthrough, the first thing it says is how to lower the rope. I am so salty, chat. Right. Let's get this done. Need to go to the castle. Get 1 point for that. And I thought about kneeling, I thought about saluting. We need to bow to the king. Really? It is proper to stand directly in front of and a few paces back. How about that? When you bow to King Edward, his pleased smile warms you. There is no need to bow again. I should hope not, because he'll be dead soon. Talk to King. We don't need to do this, but I'm going to anyway, because we need that dank lore. We need to get the dagger. And I'm now being told to get the egg and the carrots. Apparently we are permitted to fall here. There's no penalty for doing so. Carrot fields just over here. We need to get the clover. We've got our protective spell, not that I think we need it right now. And we need to grab the bowl. I'm so saucy about that fill thing. The fact that I figured it out accidentally. Okay, we need to get the magic ring now, which is here. We need to wait for the elf to turn up. I don't know if I love or hate these random events. Oops, elf. Get over here. I need your ring. Frodo, get over here. There we go, we've got the ring. Right, we need to get the pebbles. Never found a use for those. And we need to grab ourselves a golden walnut. We are allowed to open the walnut immediately. And from here I'm being told to eat the house. The witch's house specifically. Let me just make a save because it's telling me to go in a different direction. We need to avoid the screen with the wizard, but I'm not sure why. So I think I actually tried eating the fence. Yummy, eat house. The house looks tempting, but you need to get closer. We get no points for eating the fence, but apparently if we try eating the house, yum! The house tastes even better than it looks. That is worth 2 points. Oh geez, okay. Okay, so it's telling me now to leave and return until I get the yum message. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Walk up near door and eat house. Leave and return to screen until you get the yum message. Or we get something different here. As you begin to eat the house, a squeaking voice from somewhere says, "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" It's very late, chat. I'm so sorry. It's very late and I've lost all my voices. Oh god. Alright, so let's load. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Apparently there's 4 points we can get here for eating the house, but I can only see 2. Just make another save. It says to eat the house near the door. Okay, that's worth 2 points. Yeah, I've got a feeling the walkthrough might actually be a little bit wrong. If I open this door. Take the nose. Yeah, that's 2 points there. Taking the nose is a 2 points. I see. So that's how you can tell if the house is occupied or not. If you get the yum message, the witch is out. If you get a different message, the witch is in. Let's read the note. We get the backwards thing, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And yeah, I thought about this. I wondered if this was a thing. We can push the witch into the oven, but I need to wait for her to return. My thought there was she's going to drop us into the cage. Maybe what we can do is unlock the cage and sneak up behind her. But I need her to come back. And that definitely happened in my playthrough. She came back. Not open house, open door, you fool. She definitely came back at some points. Let me grab the cheese. There's no harm in grabbing that now. But I need to wait for the witch to come back, and I don't know if there's any specific trigger for this, whether it's RNG or otherwise. I'll fiddle around a bit and cut in when it happens. Alright, she's back. Yeah, I did have this thought, but I thought that I would have to escape from the cage to do it. It is an old wood stove, and very hot. The fire must have been burning for some time. Can I stab her in the back? Kill witch with dagger. Throw dagger at witch. Can't spell, damn it. Okay, she's completely ignoring me. Wow. I can throw the dagger at the dragon, but not the witch directly in front of me. Kill witch. There we go. Courageously, you manage to push the witch into the oven, where she flashes and melts away into a harmless blob. Congratulations! Finally, we managed to kill someone. But I've been trying all game. And she doesn't drop any good loot. That is so depressing. Alright, ding dong, the witch is dead. Next up, we need to give the bowl to the woodcutters. God, that was so confusing. I tried giving the bowl on a whim, and then thought, okay, let's fill it with gold coins. And that's absolutely not how it works. Yeah, it says enter the house, give the bowl, fill the bowl. I don't even understand that. I really don't. Okay, let's get the fiddle. I could not figure out what I needed to do with this. We now need to go and get ourselves the diamonds. There is a point for looking at the stump, or looking in the stump, I should say. I think we can get the pouch without getting that point. That is definitely something that I found in the main playthrough though. Oh, I'm not happy about that. I'm most distressed about that. Look what we have to do here. I'm not happy about this. Check this out, chat. I have to open the gates. Goats love carrots. I'm struggling to recall if I actually put this in my editing or not. I definitely tried feeding this goat the carrots and we lost points for it. I'm pretty sure that's in the video somewhere. I'm so salty about this. I need to show the carrots. I don't need to give it, I need to show it. Oh, that's terrible. I love it. When you tempt the old goats with the carrots, he starts to follow you. Okay, I haven't looked at the walkthrough, but we're going to take it to the troll very clearly. What are we doing? What are we doing? Exit corral, yep. We walk towards a bridge. I don't know which one it is. Starts across the bridge, and when the goat goes into action, oh my god, look at this. We're riding the goat. Well, not exactly, but it's close enough. Oh, I'm salty about that. I'll get over it eventually, but man. Where am I? Looking at the map. Okay, I've got to go here. We just speed up a bit. Go this way. Then if we go down here, we should be at a bridge. Come here, you. I don't believe that. Same message. There we go. It is a well-known fact that goats hate trolls intensely. You should move aside and let the goat take care of this nasty troll. The old goat, seeing the troll, the arch enemy of all goats, charges the troll and butts him into oblivion. The bridge is now yours. Thank you, little ghost. I appreciate it. Never to be seen again. Right. This dude. Let's talk to him. Talk to Gnome. What is his name? His name is... Yeah. Yeah. He actually gives us something different. Okay, that's curious. If you want to know how to figure that out, I can't tell you. His name is Rumpelstiltskin, but you have to do something to reverse the characters and change his name according to that nose. It makes no sense whatsoever, and I would love to know what the answer is because I don't think anyone has got it, really. It was there to sell hint books and nothing else. Anyway, after typing in that random string of characters, we get, that's right, you guessed it. Here are some magic beans for your outstanding accomplishments. Okay, that's clearly a Jack and the Beanstalk thing, but he doesn't give us the skeleton key, which means we're not going into the cave. Okay. Look at beans. They look like beans. Interesting. Being careful that you get every one of them, you place the beans in your pockets. They look like plain, ordinary beans. Yeah, I know where this is going. I don't know what to do with them exactly, but I know where it's going. Eat the beans. You're going to be sorry. These were magic beans. And we lose 5 points just like that. And then 2 hours later, a beanstalk is going to grow out of Graham's orifices. It's going to be great. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? We are walking east twice. We are planting the beans at the flowers. Come on, game. How are you supposed to figure this out? Why here? I definitely wrote down here that this was a flower field, but why are we planting them here? Look at ground. Look at flowers. Is there any implication that we're supposed to do it here? Jesus. The beans immediately sprout roots that reach deep into the fertile soil. Leaves unfold themselves to the warm, loving sun. A rumbling is felt, and a mighty beanstalk now stretches up into the sky. That's going to take us to the left-hand screen, isn't it? That sound effect. It is a mighty beanstalk that stretches to the sky. Yeah, we're going to find ourselves on the left-hand screen of the place of the clouds or whatever it's called. Okay, I'm being told to save frequently here, so you know what? I'll take that advice. We're not losing points. Is this better or worse than the stairs? Oh my god. It's worse, very clearly. Oh my god. This is almost pixel perfect. I don't think I can do this. Not unless I actually save scum it. Jesus! Alright, I'm going to save scum this. I have to. Okay, never mind, I can just go straight up from the starting point. What the hell? That makes no sense. How high up does this go? With a wrong move, you fall dizzyingly, that's hard to say, to the ground. Oh, nasty. Alright, straight up. Jesus. I think I prefer to stairs. You have to be careful when you get so high on the foliage. Same animation. I was hoping we'd leave a crater. How high can I go here? Go up to about there. Then I assume I have to shuffle right. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly where I thought I would come out. Because that screen always looked a bit weird. You've got these 6 screens on the right in a sort of grid pattern, and you've got this one just off the side for no reason. Cool. Where is it? No, I gotta go south. It's not this screen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Its trunk has a large hole in the base. I think I might have seen that. Once again, that apostrophe. I'm impressed. I don't think I saw any errors with the apostrophes in this game. Look at hole. I should have caught that. I'm sorry, everyone. I should have seen that. You notice a sling in the hole in the tree. Take sling. You reach into the hole and pull out the leather sling. I'm having trouble pronouncing leather. Don't know why. The sling was made by a fine craftsman. Okay, so similar to Space Quest 2 back in the day, I'm being told to hide from the giants. I just want to try something very quickly though. If I put the ring on now, am I invisible? Absolutely not. I thought that maybe it didn't work because I put the ring on while he was on that screen. That's not the case. So if I just hide here, apparently he can't reach me. Surely there's a better solution to that, like an actual puzzle that we need to solve rather than hiding behind a tree or getting the shield. I'm kind of disappointed by that if I'm being honest. Alright, so what am I doing? We're going east twice and walking down the stairs. Are we going to run into a dwarf? And look at our score. We're already above 99 points, which is where we finished. I assume we can just unlock the door from this side. There we go. Cool. We've got one of the treasures. Right, I'm being told to cut the rope, and I mean, you saw me struggling with the command. I was close, damn it. Well, actually, no, I wasn't close at all. Cut the rope. This is what I need to do. lower rope. Not close enough to be able to do that, so let's walk over here. The rope descends into the darkness, just like my conscience. Yeah, I'm salty about that as well, really. Let's climb the rope and move down. We need to swim here and fill the buckets. Gonna put it on slow because we can drown here. With difficulty, you fill the bucket while swimming. Yep, we saw that. We need to dive and go through the hole. Right, what are we doing here? Because I don't think killing the dragon with the dagger is the solution. We are throwing the water at the dragon. Excuse me? You throw your water, but to no avail. It lands on the floor and is quickly absorbed. I assume we can just go back and fill it up again, but... Okay, we've seen that message before, but it was just prefaced, don't know what the word is, with the notes about the shield melting. Alright, we're throwing the water at this dude. Come here, you. The water hits the dragon squarely in the mouth, extinguishing its roaring flames. No fire! How mortified and embarrassed the dragon really? The dragon gets embarrassed because he can't breathe fire? I don't think that's how it works. Moving a huge boulder in leaving, the dragon creeps off to sulk. The dragon moves the boulder. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Taking the mirror. And it says to climb back up the well, but let me just go this way. Can I go past the boulder now? I can. So I can just totally go this way and come out where the condor is flying. I'm being told to go this way though. Not entirely sure why yet. But we do get 4 points for doing that. Okay, so at this point, I think I've got the rest of the points. I think I know where they are. Stand near the center bottom and jump a lot. What was the jump button? 0. If I mash it, we get that message. Come here, you. This feels very RNG. There we go. So, do I need to do anything special here? Oh, there's something else we can get. I missed that. We're at 132, that's correct. We need to get the mushroom, give the cheese. We can play the fiddle down here. I did not think of trying to play it down here because we couldn't come back here. This is an area which is one and done. Right, I need to feed the rats. I do see that this is one of the points in the game where you can get stuck. If you fall down this hole and you don't have the mushroom and you don't have the clover and you don't have the cheese, you're basically screwed. Okay, we go in here. The leprechauns don't speak to us because we have the clover. So apparently I can play the fiddle in here. Leprechauns love fiddle music. Have you ever seen such frenzied dancing? What the fuck? Totally involved in the music, they dance right out of the room. Have I lost a fiddle? No, I've still got the fiddle. Oh, wow. Everyone is left. I was not expecting that. After his followers have danced away, the king of the leprechauns realizes he can lead best by following, and leaves, forgetting his beautiful scepter. There was no sign of the scepter there. You play a little tune on the fiddle to amuse yourself. What happens if I try playing the fiddle in the next screen? The walkthrough does not say to do this, but I'm willing to... Excuse me? He's dangerous. He just murders us. We are delighted by your score and hope you are enjoying the game. I mean, I'm enjoying following the walkthrough for the stuff that I would absolutely not find by playing the game normally, because I don't have the hint book. But there's got to be one last message, surely. Okay, so I can play the fiddle here. What happens if I play the fiddle in the next room? Oh god, this sound effect. You find playing the fiddle here very fun, but the dance floor is in the other room. Excuse me? This is the throne room. Yeah, I think I saw that. You are in the antechamber of the Hall of the Leprechaun King. There are leprechauns in the room with you. Does it mention that they're dancing? They are tiny people dressed all in green. Dance? Don't understand dance because of course you don't. Alright, let's play the fiddle. Why is the fiddle levitating in the air like that? That makes no sense. Yep, so he forgets the scepter and he forgets the shield. Look at King. The king is leaving. Talk to King. Leprechaun King ignores your words. Yeah, I think we saw that. Can I sit down here? No. The scepter is fashioned from gold and silver and accented with emeralds. Eagerly, you pick up the scepter. Sir Graham, that's stealing. I know adventure games are adventure games and everything is stealing, but this seems wrong. The elegance of the scepter is incomprehensible. I wonder if that turns up in the later games. The shield is rimmed, I believe. Yep, let's grab the shield. I cannot spell at the moment. And yeah, we're pretty much done here. There's one more set of points that I missed. Let's eat the mushroom. We come out here. My microphone is definitely still recording. God, I'm so salty about that. So it turns out we didn't need to do anything with the sorcerer or the dwarf or anyone else. They're just there as obstacles and not much else. I don't know whether I love that or hate that, to be quite blunt. You've got all this stuff in the game, but it's just either fluff or distractions. On one hand, I appreciate that it exists, but on the other hand, I thought they would have done something with it. Right, we're back in the castle. The remaining 3 points. We need to do this again. Same thing. And once again, I mean, it's a Sierra game. 159 of 158. Go figure. I don't get it. Do we get anything new here? As you approach the throne, the king himself rises to commend you for a job well done. He goes down so quickly, my god. That's the same. Nothing new. I have to ask, do we get any final message here? No. Sierra is delighted at our score. That's the best we're going to get. But that is the walkthrough for King's Quest 1 EGA version. Let's just go watch the king die again, because why not? He commends us and then he immediately dies. Reminds me of what happened in England about 2 years ago. So, I'm feeling very weary. It's very late at night when I'm recording this and I'm still salty about losing the audio. I do apologize for that. Hopefully this was watchable in some way, shape or form. But man, I do not want that to happen again. I'm annoyed. Really, I'm annoyed. Quick thoughts on this game to finish. I really like this. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like it or not, simply because I do enjoy playing the old adventure games back in the day, but some of them are, for the want of better words, too old. Like they're a little bit too obscure, they're a little bit too hard to figure out. This game though, I was able to get through a full playthrough without looking at a walkthrough, and there was some other stuff to do which I personally think was a little bit out there, but it's not mandatory, and I'm okay with that. If there's one thing that I maybe didn't like about it, it was what I just mentioned at the end a few minutes ago, where I said you got the dwarf, the sorcerer, the ogre, the wolf. They're basically creatures in this world where they're obstacles, they'll hinder your progress, but there's nothing that you can do with them. You can't kill them, you can't stab them, you can't pat the wolf, you can't do anything with the sorcerer. The sorcerer explicitly says that when you get frozen, it says something like, "I hope there's no large creatures around to carry you off." And that makes you think, okay, maybe there's a puzzle here. But there totally isn't, and I don't know if they're just red herrings or maybe that was Sierra's way of just adding some flavor to the world. But anyway, I really enjoyed this. I wasn't sure if I would enjoy it or not, but it turns out I totally do. So next up, I am going to check out the VGA remake of this from AGD Interactive. It's not by Sierra, but I have seen a little bit of it on my testing. It looks very faithful. I think that's going to be a very short playthrough, so I'll see you in just a moment with the VGA version of King's Quest 1.